everybody. Happy Tuesday. Oh my goodness. I am so excited about being here. So some people have been asking, Deborah, where you been? Deborah, what you doing? Deborah, what is going on? You haven't been on with us. You haven't said anything. You haven't done anything. But in all actuality, y'all, I have been extremely busy. I have been traveling. I have been redoing some things. For those of you that don't know, I have been rebranding the marketing company. I've actually been rebranding a whole lot of things. But what I'm here about today is that, a lot of times, how can I say this? A lot of times we've been going through some things. I'm sorry for those that are not familiar with me, because I have been gone for a minute. Is that I am Deborah Franklin. I'm an author, a speaker, and a coach. I am most of all, I love working with high achieving women to tell their stories and to develop them into multiple streams of income. I am also the founder and CEO of Church Girl CEO. We are a nonprofit organization that we have built this foundation on two major pillars, and that's education and missions. And we have been serving in missions for the past, oh my gosh, we have entered our 5 years, 4 years in Kenya, 1 year in Nigeria, and next year will be our 5th year in Kenya. Our official 5th year, y'all, our official 5th year of serving in Kenya. And when I tell you, it has been nothing less than amazing working with all the people that we have worked with, our team that we have developed that lives in Kenya on the ground doing what we need them to do. Y'all, it's just been so amazing. And we're planning to go back. The summit last year was awesome. And I'm saying all this to say is that so many times, if you're like me, you felt like you have been going through some things. You have been experiencing some testing and it's just been like one thing after another. So I'm sorry, y'all, I forgot to share this. Oops a daisy. I forgot to put this over in Church Girl CEO. My bad. Um and so one thing is that a lot of times we don't realize what we're going through until after we've done it. Does that make sense? We don't see that we've been tested. Y'all, this messed me up when I figured this one out. When God slammed this down on me, I was a little messed up. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Um that sometimes we go through testing and don't even realize what's going on. One second, y'all. Okay, and I was like, and as y'all are coming in, let me know where you're coming from. Drop your name, your location in the comments. I want to hear from you. I want to know who's joining me in the middle of the day. Because I love doing these midday check-ins with everybody. So make sure you're telling me where you're from, who you are, where you're coming from, where you're viewing us from. And I love to hear from you. So one thing that I'm get back to what I was talking about. One thing, I don't know if you're like me. I've been experiencing things where God has been letting me go through some things, and I've been like, okay, God, I've been questioning it because I've been like, why am I going through this? Why am I experiencing this? I don't charge people up. I don't do certain things. I'm really even handed, even minded. Even if I get mad at somebody, I always look for a way for us to work that out, to talk through it, to see what those experiences are, to understand what's going on. And I've always been like this because I'll never forget years ago somebody had thought that I had said something that I didn't even say. And I was like, and I literally went back and said, you know what, you mad at me for whatever reason, but what you think I said, I never said. And it's like I don't have a problem with telling, with sharing with somebody that I am not, whoever was, saying something, y'all, because when you are growing, and that's also a sign that you're beginning to walk in your purpose, is that when people think that they can lie on you, stab you in the back, lie to you, treat you any kind of way, that's kind of like that sign that, okay, I must be doing something right, because as long as I wasn't doing nothing, wasn't nothing happening. As long as I was just showing up to show up, wasn't trying to, wasn't trying to beat down the walls and get things accomplished, then, nothing ever happened. Nothing was going on. And so I was like, okay, God, why is this stuff happening? And then I saw the scripture in James 1:3, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. I was like, oh my God. Not only did it test the situation that I went through, not only did it test my faith, it had me to question my faith. But then as I kept going, and I just still couldn't get that answer until I was in a room. And God showed me right then that the test that I had just went through was not even for me. I mean, that it was for me, but I had to go through it because in order for me to go to that next level, in order for me to see that I was doing what I was doing and doing it right. And yes, there might be some quirks. Yes, there may be some faux pas in there, but that I was going in the right trajectory. God showed me that people were watching you to see how you would handle the situation. I'm gonna let you digest that. I want you to think about that. Look at the situation that you're in, and you've been questioning it. You've been wondering why you're going through it, but it's not on. But and you felt like your faith is being tested. But guess what? Yes, it is, but it's not for what you think. It's because somebody is watching you, because they want to see how you handle things, because they want to bless you, but they're not just blessing anybody. They want to see you go to the next level, but they just not going to bless anybody. They want to see you go to the next level, but if you are not showing up in the way that you say, you having all these prayer meetings, you showing up in prayer, you showing up talking to the people, you saying you doing this and you work with this, but yet and still, how did you show up? And you wonder why everything is crumbling around you, because you are not showing up in the way that God has told you. You are the one causing friction. You are the one that's not being trustworthy. You are the one that's not being able to do things. And even if somebody is coming at you, because I promise you, y'all, I've been tested. I tell anybody, Debbie is deep down in me. You push the right button, she might get out of her cage, and you don't want Debbie to come out of her cage. You want Debbie to stay in her cage, because somebody's like, well, is that Debbie talking? I said, no. Debbie ain't talking, baby, because if Debbie talking, Debbie ain't saved. So, so it's like, I know that alter ego is in me. I know that I have that in me, but I know how to keep it in check, because I promise you, I have had somebody just last week all up in my business, lying on me, taking bits and pieces of something and trying to make it seem like that I'm doing something wrong. And I'm like, are you crazy? Are you losing your mind? I know within my no that I was not doing anything that was incorrect or anything that would jeopardize what I was doing. But it was all boils down to, how did I handle the situation? And that's what that's what I want to encourage you guys on today, because this is your tip, because this is Tip Tuesday. Look at how you are handling the situation. Look at how you are showing up in that situation. Look at how, what did you say? What was your contribution to it? How did you handle it? Because at the end of the day, whoever is watching you wants to see how you handle it. No, I'm not saying that you have to be a pushover. No, I'm not saying that you have to be used. No, I'm not saying that you have to play second fiddle, but how you show up and handle the situation is what people are watching. Did you handle it in a firm but polite manner? Did you show up with the right tone? Now, can my tone get me in trouble? Yeah, because a lot of times if my tone changes with somebody and they look at me funny, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, am I in the wrong tone? Something going on. But it's sometimes it's like I'm so excited or I'm so frustrated at something that it is gonna come out wrong. And you have to be mindful of how you show up. And sometimes not saying anything is the best thing, because silence is silent. Let me tell you something. Silence will get people in a minute. Silence will turn some things around that you never even thought would turn around. And so that's what I want you to think about, guys. How are you showing up? And I can't come on today without thanking um what I like to call Lady Carrie for inviting me to her Empower to Empower. I'm sorry, Lady Carrie Jackson for inviting me to her event last week. Y'all, it was so phenomenal. We took a journey, we traveled, we did just, her event was just awesome. And I wanted to thank her for just showing up in excellence and having an event that's in excellence. And the ladies that were there were so encouraging. They really showed up for her and the event, and it was, I mean, I still got my passport, y'all. I wish I had the stuff in here with me, because I'm gonna do that another time, because I like going to things to see what other people do, because I like, oh, that look like some church girl CEO can do. They can use that to go with something we already doing. Y'all, let me tell you, it's okay to be a copycat, long as you copying the right cat, baby. And so those are some things. Again, how did you show up? Now, another thing that's near and dear to my heart is this. Oh, right here. I always mess this up. Maybe I should flip it. This right here, Church Girl After Dark. Y'all, we are doing the official, let me tell you, the official launch, the official pre-order launch on Black Friday. I want y'all to get ready. We're gonna come on. I'll be coming on later. Later this week and next week to talk about our book, the book launch. We are going to do a pre-sale launch on Black Friday, so you'll be able to log in, hear more about the book, hear about two other young ladies that we're launching it together. We're going to have just parties, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have all kind of things going on, because we want you to be the first to order Church Girl After Dark, and during the pre-order. Then the official launch is going to be in Houston, where we will have books on hand. I'll be signing books. We'll be doing a book reading. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have so many things going on at the book signing. Y'all, I can't wait for you to see it. I can't wait for you to be in the room. But most of all, again, this is how you know. Ever since I said yes to what God told me to do, um is when things started to start happening left and right. And I said, okay, this is why James 1 and 3 started to make even more sense to me, is that when your faith is tested, you do learn how to persevere, you do learn how to have that endurance and have those things that you need as you move forward. And for those of you, and I know some of you are out there that are just like me, you said yes to writing the book. You said that you wanted to write it, but you just won't get started. And I'm here for you today, that I want you to get started. I want you to call me so we can set up this time so we can talk about the DFP success strategy. You've been wanting to write this book. You've been wanting to tell this story. You got all these notebooks. You got everything laying around. In fact, you probably got 4 or 5 books. But you can push everybody else, but now it's time for me to help you design your success strategy. I want you to register for a call. Or if you were saying, Deborah, I'm ready to talk right now, drop it in the DMs and I will get right back to you. So we can have this conversation, because I know some of you have been waiting too long and it's time for you to get it, whether it's a children's book or a memoir. And they've been saying, I've been wanting to do this, but I just didn't know where to start. Girl, ma'am, sir, give your girl a call. I am actually opening up. I have 3 more spots open for that I'm accepting 3 new clients this month. If you are ready to jump on in, we are ready to help you, assist you to take your thoughts, get them on paper, get them published, and most of all, help you to do that marketing. Because a lot of times, you know what, we're not going to even talk about that. You know who you are. And if you are under the sound of my voice, you know it's time for you to write your book and tell your story. Because let me tell you, Church Girl After Dark took me a while. I had the idea. I had put some fillers out about the title of the book. I had talked about some people about what was going to go in the book. But I think it took me maybe 5 or 6 years just to get this book finished. Does that even make sense? It does not. Now, I had some other things that were going on in between that, but most of all, I finally got it done. And I know that if I can do it, you can do it, but it doesn't have to take you that long. And some of you, and the thing is, some of you have been sitting on the content You already got it all. Now you just need to take that next step. So go ahead. I want you to go ahead, use this bit.ly link, and let's chat. And we're going to discuss your success, the DFP success strategy. I want to hear from you because you know it's time. You know it's time. You know it's time. Yes, I'm here to tell you it's time. It's time because God done put you in the position to do it. And you need to just get on up and do it. And don't I'm so sick of this one. I don't have the time. I don't have this. I don't have that. But guess what? That's what we're going to be discussing in that strategy call because we want you to get on up and get what you got to get done because you have been waiting. You've been sitting on this way too long. Way too long. And you know it. You know it. So go ahead and DM me or drop it in the comments like Deborah. Yes, let's do this thing. Deborah, I'm ready. I'm ready to take the next step. Deborah, I'm ready to get on the calendar. Deborah, I got it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, that's right. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll be discussing that DFP strategy. We'll be talking about how you're gonna jumpstart some things. Y'all, at the end of the day, you know you got it and you know you're ready. So I'm just going to leave it right there. But most of all, most of all, most of all, if you get nothing else from me, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, James 1 and 3, just know that it is, yeah, your faith is being tested. Yes, but you got to look at it around and start thinking about what if I told God yes to that my faith has to be tested. Because when you get tested, when you go through the test and you pass the test, now you got that perseverance to make it to that next level, to go and do that next thing because you are ready to pass the test. And go ahead and make sure you do sign up for the DFP success strategy. And again, we're going to be on later. I think we got a show scheduled later this week, and I know we're going to have one next week, but we getting ready to do the official pre-sale launch of Church Girl After Dark. Yes, y'all. I'm excited about this. Y'all, I can't wait to hear what y'all think about this novel. Yes, y'all, it's a novel. It's a whole novel. All right, guys. I love you to life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.